The answer to this is a big fat false, and let me tell you why. My name is Dr. Kameelah Phillips, board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist, and I'm here today to talk to you about STIs. So what is the difference between an STD and an STI? An STI stands for sexually transmitted infection. STD stands for sexually transmitted disease. We actually don't use that word anymore. Disease is really stigmatizing, and infections are easily treated. You also can have symptoms of an infection before you actually have a disease. So what we use now is sexually transmitted infection. How common are STIs? STIs are actually super common. In fact, 1 in every 2 people will have a STI by the age of 25. Gonorrhea and chlamydia are the most common STIs. With the 1.8 million cases of chlamydia reported, 2/3 of those are in ages 15 to 24. How do you know if you have an STI? Most STIs don't have symptoms. That's why it's really important for you to see your healthcare provider and get tested and treated. Most treatment involves antibiotics, which are widely available and will take care of the infection for you. Is an STI screening painful? Lucky for all of us, STI screening is not painful at all. It can involve a soft cotton swab or peeing in a cup. It's fairly easy. How often should you be tested for STIs and when should you start? The CDC recommends that all people under the age of 25 get tested annually or with each new partner. Women over 25 should be tested with each new partner. You can't get an STI from oral sex. The answer to that is false. STIs can be transmitted through oral, vaginal, and anal sex, and even with genital to genital contact. So that's why it's important that you have regular testing. If left untreated, STIs like gonorrhea and chlamydia can cause fertility issues in women. The answer to this is true. Untreated STIs like gonorrhea and chlamydia can lead to pelvic inflammatory disease, and this can cause infertility. This is why it's so important to be tested regularly and treated to prevent this unfortunate outcome. Your doctor will only screen you for STIs if you're sexually active. The answer to this is false. When you come in for an annual visit, you may be screened for sexually transmitted infections regardless of your sexual history. Regular testing, regardless of age or sexual behavior, helps us keep an eye on your reproductive health. So regular screening helps us help you maintain good reproductive health. You can only get an STI if you've had multiple sexual partners. The answer to this is a big fat false, and let me tell you why. It doesn't matter. STIs don't discriminate, so whether you've had 1 sexual partner or 10, you can still get an STI. That is why regular screening is very important. Once you have an STI, you're immune to it. The answer to that is false. Just because you've gotten an STI once doesn't mean you can't get it again. In fact, having an STI can also make you more susceptible to other STIs. Most STIs will clear up on their own. False. Most STIs, like gonorrhea and chlamydia, need to be treated with antibiotics. They will not clear up on their own. So just remember, it doesn't matter who you are, how you love, or who you have sex with. It's just important to get tested. For more information about being tested, please visit screenings4her.com.